All right, welcome back, fight fans. I go by the name of Vok.
And I'm Barack the Boxing Bully.
Special guest on the show. She's been on with us plenty of times. Big fight on the 20th of
Since the
January.
radio days.
In Liverpool, yes. Welcome, Mikaela Mayer.
What's up, Jay?
Hey, guys.
Thanks for joining us.
Just finished training, sparring, been going hard, feeling good, loving the new weight, and yeah, I'll be ready.
So how much, speaking of weight, that was actually going to be my first question. Mm-hmm. How much, and I know you've been asked this, but how much was the weight, I guess, a factor? I don't want to keep bringing up the Baumgardner loss, but do you feel at 135 you're the best version of yourself?
At 130?
I mean, sorry, right.
147. Yeah. See, the thing was, I felt fine in the fight. I always felt fine when I fought at 130. Like, the hard part was the camp. Once I got to the weigh-ins and I got to the fight night, the hard work had already been done. I'd already dieted down so much, and I've already cut all that muscle. And I do think I'm a better version of myself now because I'm able to reap all the benefits of my hard work and, fill out, eat more protein and be comfortable, train comfortably. So I was just cutting down so much. I was skinny as hell. So I feel a lot better.
Right. So really quick, now that you I know you've heard Alycia talking about fighting Clarissa at 147. So is that fight becoming more of a realistic fight, the rematch between you and Baumgardner because of the weight issue? Meaning like she's willing to go up in weight. So will that fight ever happen again?
Listen, to me, I don't even know why Clarissa's entertaining Bum right now. I mean, she's suspended. She's a proven drug cheat, still dope head. So she needs to clear her name and get that taken care of. She's suspended. She should have already been stripped. So she's not on my radar. I'm at 147 because that's where I need to be comfortable, and that's where I'm going to be best. But I'm not surprised that she wants to come to 147 now. This is
did she not? I know she posted something on social media recently, some statement and something stating that she was clear. Or is that? I'm not completely privy to that.
No, she did her own hair follicle test 3 months after she popped hot. So you can't go and clear your own name. Like, that's not how it works. Come on, we all know that. So she's, I think, at a point where she's desperate to stay relevant and trying her best. And what better way than to call out Clarissa Shields? To me, I'm not entertaining that. I'd have to really hard, really think about if I'd ever want to give her that shot again after what she's proven to be. Yeah. And so until that gets cleared on her part, she's not on my radar at all. And like I said, I'm 3 weight classes above. She can talk all she wants about coming to 147, but we'll see when the time comes.
Well, Clarissa Shields was shocked when she saw that. She was like, there's certain girls I didn't ever want to fight, and you were one of them. Are you going to surprise Clarissa too and say, hey, I always want to fight you too? Or that's your Olympic sister?
I'm at 147. I'm going for the belts right now against Tasha Jonas. Whoever wants to come to 147, they can gladly be put on my hit list.
So maybe Clarissa Shields one day.
If she wants to come to 147, then hey, I have no problem with that. Wow. But she says, that she wouldn't necessarily make 147, and now she's talking about it. So again, we'll see. That is a big cut for her as well. Like I said, I don't know. There's a lot of talks, but we'll see who actually comes down to 147. I think it's the next gangster division. It's where all the women are going. So I wouldn't be surprised. But we'll tackle that when the time comes. But I'm not opposed.
It seems to me that you understand the boxing business, and that there are they're friends in this business, but not real friends when it comes to fighting, because especially in the women's boxing, because there are not that many I guess stars in the sport or women that people know. So you girls have to fight each other if you want the big fights, for big money. Is that your approach to the game now? Look, I'm in this sport to make the most money possible and be in the biggest fights possible.
Yeah, exactly. Especially at this time in my career. I've done all the hard work, and now it's about the big fights and the big paydays. So I'm looking at all the champs now at 147. I've heard talks of Clarissa coming down to 147. She hasn't done that yet. So it's just, it's not even something that I'm thinking about. Baumgardner's talking a lot too, but she's currently suspended. So this is all a lot of hearsay, if, ands, maybes. We'll see when the time comes.
Yeah, I just think Clarissa's going to be surprised hearing that you would probably fight if she came out at 147. All right, so normally I would ask an American fighter, I would say, oh, well, how do you feel about going to the UK and fighting? Do you feel like you're going to get a fair shake? But it seems like you're super comfortable fighting out there. You fought out there multiple times. Do you feel
Yeah.
comfortable like you have fans out there as well?
I do. I definitely do. I thought for a minute, okay, I'm going to Liverpool. I know they go hard for their people, and
Yeah.
maybe I won't be. I probably won't be the fan favorite, but I know I'm going to have fans in that audience. I know I will, and that's part of the reason that Top Rank has been fighting me out there so often.
Right.
That's where all my future big fights are, for the most part. I mean, really, who is left in America for me to fight? All the big names, especially girls in my division, are over there in the UK. Yeah, you got McCaskill, but other than that. So I think it's been smart for me to go out there and build my name and build my fan base.
When you look at Natasha Jonas, just according to the eye test, do you feel like she's a better fighter than Alycia Baumgardner?
I think that she has a lot more experience. We'll see. I'll let you know. I'll let you know when I get in there.
She's coming off of like 4 or 5 straight wins, right? Confident level is high. What do you think just her as a fighter overall?
I think she's a good fighter. Like I said, probably on paper, she's probably the best fighter that I fought. She has the same Olympic and amateur pedigree as I do. She's been in big fights as a pro. And so, she's a lefty, so she has that to her advantage. I haven't fought a lefty in the pros yet. So, and we both have a lot on the line here.
That's another shot at Baumgardner.
What?
No, when you said she's the best fighter you've ever fought.
Well, yeah, on paper. I mean, look, Baumgardner came out of nowhere, really. Tasha's definitely way more accomplished than her.
Okay, so you're comfortable at this weight, you're saying, this new weight of yours. Do you feel like you're going to stay here and try to become undisputed in this weight class?
Yeah, I think 147 is the weight class for me. I could never go back down to 130 ever again. I could never go back down to 135. 140 might be a possibility.
What about 154?
154. We'll see. We'll see how my body continues to develop and grow. Again, I'll go where the big fights are. I've always had a rivalry with someone like Terry Harper, and so I'm not opposed to making that fight down the line. But again, I just jumped up several weight classes, so I'm really focused on 147 now, and I think this is where everyone's going to end up. It's a competitive division. I don't really have to look elsewhere right now. There's plenty of girls there that I want to challenge myself against. The belts are all spread out, so it'll be a fun way to, collect and go undisputed.
I want to ask you about sorry, Barack.
No, go ahead.
About Jake Paul. I've never asked you about him as an advocate for women's boxing, right? I mean, I don't know how you feel about it. I know Clarissa has had her wars with him, but what he's done for Amanda Serrano, and other fighters, specifically women, has he been good to the sport? I mean, from afar, even though you were Top Rank, have you been able to, I guess, admire what he's doing for Amanda and for women's boxing?
Yeah, absolutely. I can't hate on him at all. It's really hard to find a good team and people that support you in this business, and so Amanda Serrano has obviously been in this game a long time. She's happy with him, so you can't argue with that. He's done a lot for her. He seems to be trying to do his best to help out in other ways. He's just partnered with USA Boxing, and so I don't hate on his hustle at all. He's doing what he's doing, and I think it's good for the sport. Yeah, I have nothing bad to say about him.
A lot of fighters, when they move up in weight, they say, you know what, since I'm more comfortable now, you're going to see more power from me. Devin Haney said he had more power at 140, and he didn't stop Regis, but he hurt him. Do you feel that?
That's what I want. I'm hoping that as I fill out that, I get that power comes through for me. Again, I don't know. I've taken this last year to, move up slowly. I had to fight at 35. I had to fight at 42. Now I'm going to 147. So I definitely feel stronger, and I'm hoping to take that into the ring and that you see that. But, I won't know until I get in there and get it done. So right now I'm just focused on kind of reversing everything I did to my body for staying down for so long. Cutting for so long and staying so small. I've been fighting at 130, 132 in the amateurs and now 130 as a pro. So my entire career, I've never moved up, whereas most fighters, they let themselves fill out and grow and they move up. And I haven't done that. So I know that this past year was really important for me to take those steps and grow into the 147-pound weight class so that I'm just as competitive with these other girls and I have just as much strength. And so, we'll see.
You know what happens with fighters when they first move up? You don't see the abs. The first fight, you don't see the abs.
Yeah.
Is that what's going to happen?
Well, I never really have abs until the day of weigh-ins anyway, then they're gone. So I've never been like the one to come in with all the, the shredded abs. So don't expect that at 147, but I don't really care.
The point is being in shape. That's what's important. Now,
exactly.
Speaking of that, I've heard two different perspectives on this. Amanda obviously made history in fighting 3-minute rounds for 12 rounds. Katie has told us, if they pay me more, I'll fight 3 minutes per round. What's your take on women fighting 3-minute rounds?
So my thought has changed about it because I used to think, I'm not going to do more work for the same amount of money. But I've realized, this is a while ago, and I've changed my perspective a while ago because I realized that this is the generation of women. We're the generation of women who we're not necessarily going to reap the benefits of our hard work. Like, we're not going to see the change immediately, maybe, but we're the generation that has to take those risks and put our foot down and try and make those changes, whether we, get the proper pay or whatever for it. Regardless, we're doing it for the next generation, and I know that now. So I actually think that going 3-minute rounds would benefit my style personally. So, and I have pushed for it, but obviously we're going to get some pushback. I tried to make this fight against Tasha Jonas 3 minutes, and I'm sure you saw. I don't know if you saw the press conference or not. Boxer had told me that Natasha's team didn't want it. When I get to the press conference, Tasha says, "I'm fine with it. We can do it." So there was somebody who wasn't telling the truth there.
Somebody lied.
And, I had my manager confront them about it. And literally to this day, we're 3 weeks out from the fight and nobody's gotten back to us about it. I've asked my manager several times, are we doing 3-minute rounds? Are we doing 3-minute rounds? Still can't get an answer. So I don't know what it's going to be. I'm not sure if Boxer and them are on board with it. I think Ben Shalom has said before that he likes the excitement of the 2-minute rounds. He likes the fast pace. So, but in my mind, it's not really up to him. I want to go 3-minute rounds. Natasha says she's on board with it. So we'll see, but I still don't know.
All right, Mikaela, we always be backing you. You're going to have to represent America. You fighting over there. Obviously, are you going to live over there eventually or what?
No, I can't get my dogs over there. I mean, no, they're not going to fly.
Wait.
No, I'm not living over there.
If you wanted to, you can get your dogs over there, right? Is that like?
I guess it'd be really hard, but no. This is where I train. This is where I'm here in Vegas now. I moved from Colorado to Vegas, so I have everything I need here. My nutritionists are here. The UFC PI is here. I do all my strength training, my treatment here.
Why is Barack trying to push you over to the UK?
I don't know. I don't know.
She said that's where the money's at. That's what she's saying.
Well, I can keep going back and forth, but I like my houses here.
Get your sky miles up. Listen, we support you, and good luck against Natasha. We'll be tuned in. Looking forward to seeing you.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Take it easy.
All right. Take care, Chan.